Hi guys, my name is Alyssa. Today I'm doing a makeup tutorial on how to do a natural smoky eye look. This look is really great for every day. I go to class in this look. I do pretty much everything in this look except for like majorly glam events. It's super easy and it really does stay put all day, which is something that I really value, being on the go all the time. I don't have time to touch up my makeup throughout the day. So if you do like this look, keep on watching to figure out how to do it. Give it a like and subscribe below. And I just would like to add that this is my first YouTube video, so I'm super excited to start this, and I hope to be posting a lot more in the future. But if you do like this natural smoky eye look, keep on watching. Alright guys, so we're going to hop right in here. I already primed my skin with the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream. I find that's really the best for my dry skin. It really helps reduce oiliness and it absorbs super fast so you can get right onto your makeup. Next I'm going to use the NYX Q10 Renew primer for my face, and I'm just going to put all that on real quick. Our skin is nice and primed, we can go ahead and start with foundation. I'm going to be using a little bit of a different foundation combination, but it does work really great for my skin and stays on all day through classes and everything like that. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte in 102 Shell Beige, and then I'm also going to use the Pro Glow formula in 101 Classic Ivory. So it just creates a really great combination that's not too dewy but not too matte as well. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that with my dampened beauty blender, and we'll see what happens here. Alright, and now just to get a super flawless finish, I do like to take a Morphe flat top brush and just kind of dab it over the skin just to get all of that foundation, make sure it's blended out flawlessly, and looks super duper natural. And this doesn't have any additional product on it, by the way. Alrighty, now that that is all set, you can see my face is nice and flawless, and I don't ever like to hide my freckles all the way, I guess, but it is good to subdue them since there's a lot of them. Now I am going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm in fair beige, so I'm pretty pale, yeah. I don't like to use a lot of this, and just the way I like to use it is to apply it section by section on my face rather than all at one time. I find it blends out a lot easier that way, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So next we're going to go in with some RCMA setting powder, the No-Color setting powder. I'm going to use that to set and bake the under eyes. Alright, so now that the under eyes are set and they are baking, I also like to take a little bit of the setting powder in my smile lines and along my jaw, because I do know I'll be resting my hand on my jawline a lot throughout the day, so that just helps make sure your makeup stays put all day long. Setting and baking, I like to tackle my brows. I don't really go for the whole structured Instagram brow, I guess. I really like the natural fluffy look more. So I do just take a brow gel. This one is by Ulta. I just put a very, very small amount of that on my brows just to give them a little bit of structure and to tame them a little bit. Some powder on me. And then I take in two brow pencils. The first one and the one I use most is by L'Oreal, I believe. It is so used that I can hardly read the label on it. Yeah, it's the L'Oreal Brow Stylist. And then I also use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This one's a little darker and this one's a little lighter, just so it has that natural definition to it. And I like the spoolie on the NYX one better. So moving on from brows, I am now ready to take off my setting powder. I'm going to just brush it off with this powder brush from EcoTools. And now that all the powder's gone, I do like to go in with the Covergirl CG Smoothers. I'm in shade 710, which is translucent light, and just set the entire rest of my face. I really like this product because it doesn't alter your base foundation look. So it doesn't make the liquid foundation you applied earlier any lighter or darker. It just goes on right on top just to provide a flawless finish and help your makeup stay put all day. And I do like to use these more patting motions just so as I do not remove any of the makeup I applied previously. And it doesn't take a lot to get that look there. Alright, so now that the face is set and all the foundation is on, I do like to go ahead and contour and do my first highlight and then a little bit of blush. So I'm going to take today the Ulta Contour Kit. This is really great because it does have like a lighter side and a darker side. You can see which one I use mostly. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. And I like to use another Morphe brush. It's just kind of slanted to do my contour. So what I do mostly is the most natural look for me is take this golden bronzer, the darker color, and mix it with the warmth bronzer. It just provides a really natural and it's not a chalky or muddy look, so it just looks super natural and awesome. Alright, so now that we're all contoured, I do usually like to soften up this line if it's just for like natural, everyday, like going to class type stuff. So I just take that same EcoTools brush that I used earlier to dust off my powder and just soften that line with no added product. a lot more of a natural look. Okay, and then for blush, I do like to take the Fit Me by Maybelline. I use the color 104 in light pink. It's just a really light rosy color that probably suits a lot of like lighter and medium skin tones rather than dark, but it's just one of those blushes. It's really wearable, and it's very natural as well. Alrighty, so blush is on, and I do like to have a really cute little highlight going, I guess, so I do use two highlighters in this process. One's applied later. I'm going to go in with that same Ulta contouring kit and take my fan brush and use a just a little mixture of the Radiance highlighter and the Lustre highlighter and apply that to just the tops of my cheekbones. Right, so we've got a nice little subtle glow going on. And from there, we can, what I usually do is just so all of the powders on my face melt together and really have that extra staying powder, I do like to go ahead and set my face for the first time with the Master Fix spray from Maybelline. And then I take my beauty blender and just make sure there is no of those wet spots on my face and just blend it all out. Alright, we're all nice and blended now. So now I do like to move on to my eyes. For my eyes, I do them a little bit different than most makeup artists you'll watch on here. I do a base setting powder and eye primer, and then I do my eyeliner, and then I do the rest of my shadow. So I'm actually going to use today this nude matte eyeshadow primer from Ulta Beauty. Alright, and to go ahead and set that, I'm going to be taking the Brilliant Color eyeshadow in color Bone from Ulta Beauty and setting that eyeshadow primer in place, just since it is a pretty creamy base. And I'm just going to be using that same flat top brush that I used for the primer. So now my eyelids are set in place and I'm all set and ready to go. As far as the rest of my eye makeup goes, I'm going to do one eye for you guys on camera, and then the rest of the look is going to be taped off camera just to make this video a little bit shorter. So the first thing I do right now, which like I said is a little different, is I'm going to take the 171 Blackest Black Lacquer Liner from L'Oreal Infallible Eye Makeup. It's a cream liner, so it's really super easy to apply, and it even comes with this little brush that you keep the cap on it like that, just so it's easier to apply. So I'm going to go ahead and do a very simple just across the eyelid eyeliner. Alright, so now that that eyeliner is in place and perfect for my eye shape, I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyeshadows. Now I've already set, like you saw before, my eyeshadow base, and so I'm going to be going in with the Morphe 350 eyeshadow palette. Let's get this opened up here. And And like I said in the intro, this is going to be a super natural look. I don't ever want to be too dramatic for my average school day, so I am going to go in with just this color right here. It's in the top row as a nice transition color and just a good base to my foundation. And remember, Morphe shadows are super pigmented, so you're going to want to tap your brush off just so you don't get too much eyeshadow on there. Alright, so after that transition color is blended out nicely, using a tapered blending brush from Morphe, we do want to go in with our second color. So I usually like to take a little bit of a smaller and more compact blending brush. So we're going to use this little guy from Morphe again. I have the brush set, and I'll link that in the description down below. And let's see, today we're going to go with a more reddish brown color. So I'm going to take this color right here and go ahead and put that from the outer corner to just before the inner corner of my eye to start creating a lot of depth in my eye makeup look. Alright, so after that transition color is blended out nicely, using a tapered blending brush from Morphe, we do want to go in with our second color. So I usually like to take a little bit of a smaller and more compact blending brush. So we're going to use this little guy from Morphe again. I have the brush set, and I'll link that in the description down below. And let's see, today we're going to go with a more reddish brown color. So I'm going to take this color right here and go ahead and put that from the outer corner to just before the inner corner of my eye to start creating a lot of depth in my eye makeup look. And then to blend that out just a little bit into the first color, I'm going to go back in with that original tapered blending brush and just take it a few sweeps over the crease just to give that an extra blended look. Okay, so we're getting some depth already. I do want to go in with an additional color today. I'm going to take this color right here and just go again from corner to corner with this big fluffy brush just to add some more olivey tones since I am wearing green today. And then taking that small blending brush with just a little bit of that red brown color on it and touching that up in the corner. So we're almost done with this eye makeup look. Next, I do usually like to add a really cute shimmery color on the majority of my lid. And with the Morphe 350 palette, it does give you a ton of options for a shimmery color. And since we're going for a natural everyday look, I think I'm going to do a mixture of these two colors. It's a very pinky shimmer and then a more champagne-y colored shimmer, just to give it a really cute but natural still shimmery look. Alright, so once the sparkles are applied, the last step to my eye makeup look is to take a very dense tiny blending brush and do a dark color on the very outer corner of my eye. So today, right here, and just take a very small amount of that and just touch it into the outer corner. And then as a final touch to this eye look, I just like to take the like I said before, the very first blending brush with no additional product on it, and just take that a nice couple sweeps over the crease just to make sure everything is flawlessly blended. So that is the top lid. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye with the top eye makeup off camera real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. I've got my makeup done on both eyes now, and I'm ready to start my under eye makeup. What I do as far as the waterline goes is I like to pop in a dark brown eyeliner, and this one is a pencil liner by Ulta in the color black brown. I just like to apply that into my waterline from corner to corner, and then I'll show you a little trick here in just a second. Okay, so that is applied now, but the trick I was talking to you guys about is I do usually set this pencil inside of my waterline since that is an area that doesn't usually last the longest. So I take a little flat brush like this from Morphe, and usually I take it and I dip it into the darkest color I used on the corner of my eye. So that's going to be this guy right here, and it does not take much. Like before, like I said, Morphe palettes are super pigmented, and I just take that and I gently dab it in to the waterline just to give some extra color and lasting effect. Alright, so now that all that is set in place, I like to do a little bit of a shadow underneath my waterline and in my lash line. So usually what I do is take my transition color first, and then I go in with my the second color, that reddy brown color I used, and put that all on my lash line. So that's what I'm going to do today. Awesome. So our under eye is smoked out, and I'm just giving a little bit of definition there now. So now it's time for mascara. The first mascara I use is going to be the Voluptuous Volume by Ulta Beauty. I apply that to the top lash line, so I'm just going to do that really quick. Alright, so now that my lashes are kind of primed almost and just have a little bit of definition and volume, I do like to go in with a second mascara, and I like to use the Plush Drama by Ulta Beauty. And I just take that again all over my top lashes to add added volume and length, of course. And then for lower lashes, I like to take the Supersize Me by Covergirl. Alrighty, our eyes are all set in place now, and I'm just going to get these few clumpies out right there. Awesome. And then the next thing I like to do is the second round of highlighters. So I take this little Ulta Beauty Duo pack I got, and this color, it comes with a blush and a highlighter, and this color right here is called Fresh Glow. So now I'm going to do my lips, and it's going to be a little trio. So I'm going to use this dual-ended liner pencil from Ulta. This color is Fresh. Alright, next I'm going to take this Baby Tarte lippy. It's in the color Rose. It is their lip paint from Tarte, their Tarte collection. And I'm just going to apply that all over the lips like I did with the lip liner. It'll just have something to send into more. So I've let that Tarte the lip paint dry down a little bit just so it is super matte. And I love matte lip glosses and everything, don't get me wrong. But I am going to apply this Too Faced Honey Lip Gloss on top. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. This is my first YouTube video, like I said in my intro, so I really hope you guys like it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!